Radio Clampers, welcome back for another episode of Free and Budget Campsites, Queensland. Mate, my name's Peter and I'm travelling around Australia road testing campsites. Now before we get right into the show, just a quick reminder to turn your notification button on, and if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button. We're at a place called Nanango. It's around 135 k's west of Brisbane. It's a tiny little town out here. It's one of the fourth oldest towns, just a bit of a heads up on that. Now we're at an RV park, which is called Nanango RV Park. Look, it is a great little park. It's got an IGA just across the road from it. It's got a visitor centre, which I'll show you throughout the show, which is a great visitor centre. If you do come to this place, it is a must. Now they do have a few things around here. They have a couple of music festivals. One music festival is actually happening on October the 13th to the 16th. It's a big rock and roll one. You know, you got the car shows, you got stores, you got competitions, you've got everything. Seriously, it is worth seeing. It's actually at the showground. Now the showground does do camping also. I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm doing the cheapest budget one in Nanango. This place is pretty cheap. Now it starts from $15 if you don't want to have a shower. That includes toilets. Now if you want a shower and toilets, it's $20 a night. Now that is cheap. Now I'm looking at the campsite and it is a fantastic one. It's got a dump point, it's got a fire pit, it's got toilets. They could be one of them again, you don't know. It doesn't have a laundry. The laundry is only, actually, it's in eye distance from here, so it's only up the road. There is 3 or 4 entrances into this park, but there's only one entrance, which is to the caretakers. Now, when you do come here, ring up, book, whatever you need to do. They've got a Facebook page, which is on the screen right now. They've also got a website. They've also got a phone number, and they've got an email address. So there's no excuse, so you can get in contact with them and book your site. Now, when I got here, I just turned up and there's plenty of sites here at the moment. We are getting into the low season, so just remember when we get into the high season, make sure you book. Now, all right, let's not waste time. Let's get in the park and have a look. What do you reckon? Just a bit of a heads up, this place is dog friendly. But when you do bring your dog, it must be on a leash in this park. You can't let it run wild like free campsites and stuff. Well, free campsites you've got to have on a leash too. But this place, make sure it's on a leash, and if the dog does a mess, you've got to pick it up around this area. Just park in the driveway at the moment. Look, you can't stay here too long because this road is actually a road. Now there's some residents down further, so they don't like you to hold it up too much, but come and see the lady. Come up to the door, there is a doorbell on here. Her name's Cheryl. Give her a call, ask if there's any sites available, tell her what you want, then turn up. Crappy part of the show is back, the dump point. Now this caravan site does have a dump point. It is in a pretty good location. You might have to swindle your van around here to actually pump it in there. For mine, for instance, I'm just lucky it's on the passenger side. So I can actually drive up, it's on the right side, which is a good thing for me. Now if it was on the other side, it would get a bit squeezy in here, turning it around and get the pipe into it. Now it is a great little dump easy, of course. You've got water here, for instance. It does say non-potable water. Now a bit of a heads up with the water in this town. All this town is on bore water. They did mention to me, don't drink the water. Now you can boil it before you drink it, which I do anyway, just drink bottled water. But like I say to everyone in my videos, put an inline filter if you're going to use this water. Rightio, the toilets, the shithouses, the dunnies, whatever you want to call them. These toilets are fantastic. They've got everything you need in here. They've got toilet paper, they've got hand sanitizer, they've got no paper towel, so shake your hands, wipe them somewhere. So sorry, I was going to give you a 5, but it's gone down to a 4.5, but still good rating for the toilets. The showers, right, they're different to the toilets. The toilets are on one side and the showers are on this side. Now this is the part of the park that you can get a little bit cheaper. Now if you want to use the toilets and the camp facilities around here, it's $15. But if you want to use the showers here, it'll cost you an extra $5. That means it's $20 a night. So if you want to take a shower in your own caravan, it will save you $5. Now, those toilets and showers in there are A1. Look, they still don't get a 5 because of the paper towel they're missing, but if they had a bit of paper towel on here, bang, they would have got a 5 straight away. But they are up there. They've got one wheelchair access shower and toilet in there, which is a bonus for me, and they've got 2 other showers, and they look really clean. Now, I was watching the lady today. They come in here and clean them every day at 10 o'clock. That's why they look so good. No worries. Let's have a look at this camp kitchen. Yo, clampers, the camp kitchen. Now, it's not a huge camp kitchen, but it's big enough for you to do what you need to do. Now, they've got no cooking facilities in there. They've got a microwave and a kettle. I didn't see any hot plates or anything like that. They do have a communion fridge in there if you want to put some stuff in there. And they also have, believe it or not, a library which holds CDs, DVDs, and they also offer a book library. Now, there is a thing on there that says books free, but you have to leave one in its place. So it keeps the stock up. So if you want to take a book that's going to take you a while, and if you've got a book that you've read so many times, put it back on the library so someone else can enjoy that book. Now, they've also got another thing which they've mentioned to me. On top of the fridge, you leave stuff like this if you don't want it anymore. And then what people can do, they can come in here and choose what they need to choose. Now, it's not a rubbish dump for anyone to chuck stuff, but stuff that is useful, like this little deck chair. Perfect. I'm not going to take it because I don't need it. They do have cooking utensils in there, but around the park I haven't seen any gas barbecues or anything like that around. They do have a barbecue around there, wooden barbecue, but as I've seen, it's not really in use anymore. IGA is literally across the road from this. Now, they do have a little thing going now. If you've got a seniors card, they give you 5% off all your shopping. So for all you seniors out there with that little grey card, I think it's great. I haven't got one yet. The 5% only comes off marked prices. Anything to do with specials, they won't give you that discount. But what a thing, right across the road, takes you less than 1 minute to go there. Do yourself a favour, pop around to the visitor centre, and what a visitor centre it is, mate. It's all about energy, about the power station all out here. I'll show you a little bit what's inside. Let's go in there now. What do you reckon? How cool is this? Look, when you come in here, there's lots of things to see and do around here. Mate, they've got so much information, it's coming out of my wazoo. Now look, they've got actually a push bike here. Well, it's not a push bike, it's like an exercise bike, but what it shows you, and it shows the kids about energy. What you do is you power the bike itself, powers the fan, runs the actual wind turbine that actually runs the lights, that actually runs the solar, and then it activates a machine over there that gives the kids a gumball. How cool is that? All right, let's quickly have a little bit more look at the back of the site. 1930 to 1940, 1950 to 1960, about all power, about all the old kettles, what we used to use, like, wow, I can't believe that. We used to have one of them, my parents did. Toaster, one of them too. That's how old I am. Fossil. Like I said before, there's so many things to see and do in here. The kids will love it. Look, it shows you all about the natural energy that we're getting, the resources and everything else. We've got the wind farms. It shows you actually how the wind farms work, how it all performs with all the power and stuff like that. You've got other little water turbines to see how they work. Look, it is a very knowledgeable place to come. Your kids will love it, and you might even learn something. Let's go out the back and have a look at that motor that's running the milk factory. Now, look, the only thing is we did miss the start of it. It's the first Saturday of every month. It starts at 11 o'clock. Now, if you need any more information, like I said, go back through the website, which I've given to you on screen. Have a look, send them an email, and they'll give you a itinerary of what's happening around the town at the moment. Rightio, when you get into this area itself, look, they have a few motors over here and another motor over here. Now, these are generators that run the power for the actual place itself, 1935. That is old. Look, this is only a 4-cylinder. Straight 4. How's that, guys? Imagine that in the RV. It just gives you a bit of information about how the motor runs and everything else. Now, they do start it in here, like I said before, the first Saturday of every month at 11 o'clock. Out the back of the visitor centres. Now they're going to start doing this up. They're going to put a bit of grass down and a few other little things. Now they've got chainsaw sculptures out here. Try to say that fast. Chainsaw sculptures, Yeah, forget it. You've got they haven't got a few here, but majority of them are scattered throughout the town. So do yourself a favour, walk up the town, have a look at some of these chainsaw sculptures. They are fantastic. They're one carving out of a block of wood.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed at the number you have dialed has been changed.
Righto, phone reception. Look, out here I've got 4G and 3 bars. It's not the fully 4 bars I want, but you get 3 bars, which is a good thing. Now also I did a speed test. Now the speed test is not as great as what I thought it would be. Now the download speed is 12 megabits per second, and the upload, believe it or not, is more. It's 17. Now that's good for people who wants to upload stuff to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. It's not too bad. It's still pretty slow, but it's better than 1. Campsites, they're pretty good here. They've actually got slabs in most of these sites. You do get a few grass sites around the park, but these ones here have got a slab where you park your car next to it, your caravan, so you walk out on the concrete slab, and they're pretty level. The grass campsites, these are what they look like here. Look, I'm parked on one grass side here. You've got power and water on one side. They're not actually split up, they're all on one side. But the grass sites here, mate, I'm pretty impressed with them. I didn't have to level up my van at all. Had to pull a little bit forward. It was still in the range of my bubble. I went, perfect, that'll do me. But these are the sites here. They're pretty well spaced out. You're not shoved in like sardine cans in here, so that is a good bonus. Okie dokie glampers, I hope you like the caravan park at Nanango. Remember, it's an RV park. It is a cheap park. It's one of the cheapest parks around this area. Like I said before, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, preferably thumbs up. And don't forget to turn your notifications on. And this is a must, hit that subscribe button. You have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.